Hello, everyone out there in Streamlandia.
We have an awesome stream. I mean, we say it every time, but like we've got some cool, exciting things to announce for launch next week. A couple of sneak peeks, a couple of new things, finalized things, some features.
We are here on the Stream Captain Stream Raiders dev stream, the last dev stream before launch next week, official open beta launch on October 7th. Okay? You're here seeing history in the making as we officially get ready to officially launch the game. There's going to be so many awesome things we're going to go over this week on the dev stream. You're going to be glad you were here. A lot of things to get hyped about.
I'm already glad I'm here, and I can't even hear the hype music. I just hear your hype.
I am honored to be here with SC Brad.
I'm SC Brad.
I'm SC Thomas. We're going to do it. We're going to be here for 2 hours. We got a lot to cover. Yeah, so this is our game. It's called Stream Raiders. Sometimes we forget to do battles, and our amazing community reminds us. We left off 4 nodes in last time, and we're jumping into this battle. Brad, do you want to tell the community how they can join us?
If you want to join us in battle, go to streamraiders.com and find the captain named Stream Captain. It's a little confusing. Our dev studio is called Stream Captain. The game is Stream Raiders. Streamraiders.com/t/Stream Captain will automatically add you in there. Get your troops in. Help us take on these battles. Get through this vanilla content in between events. Get to the boss. Let's get some victories out here. Are we ready to dig in? We're
ready to dig in to today's dev stream, October 2nd, 2020, the last dev stream before launch. The agenda: we're going to look at the new captain skins, our bi-weekly fashion show. Then we've got our roadmap and our updates. We've got a new campaign event coming just a couple days before launch. We're going to talk about that. And then we've got the 30K versus launch tournament. We're going to get into details on that as well. And let's jump into it with the fashion show this week. We're starting out with some head skins at the top, and a ton of flag skins went live today. An absolute ton. If you see yours, or if you see your streamers, your captains, call it out.
I like the pink elephant head, C1.
The pink elephant head's good.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who. There's so many new ones. There's just so many new ones, so many good ones. It's hard to keep track now.
These are awesome.
And a bunch more head skins. Wow. So many head skins. A1. I think that's a whale. I think that's a whale head. C2. I like with the headphones on. Is that a bacon head? G3.
Ooh, that's good.
Let's look at the full custom skins for this week. If you see yours or see one you want or like, or your captains, call it out. C3 looking very cool. It's like a Grim Reaper, but they're holding a telephone?
Wait, what's in the right hand?
Is that Death Calling?
Oh.
Is that like Death Calling? If that's Death Calling, someone let me know.
Oh my God. Hooks, is that a bomb in that tornado? Is that
That's
a bomber?
A bomb in the tornado, yeah.
I also like the two monks, A2 and B2. Those are pretty legit. I'm always impressed by people's creativity and the artist's ability to take those creative energies and put them onto the battlefield with these pixels. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, and a big shout out to all the artists and also the art team who helps them out, helps get the ideas from the captains to the artists to make sure that they come to full realization. I think it's now time, Brad, for the roadmap and updates. Again, we'll go over the table of contents here. We've got the calendar, the roadmap calendar. We've got the launch trailer. Anyway, Stream Raiders Ambassadors, that's a new thing we're going to be doing around launch Ambassadors. We'll be talking about details surrounding that. That's going to be a cool thing for everyone out there. Mobile Lite, unit stacking, which is large streamer support, big streamer support, and loyalty rewards V2. So there's a lot to cover. I think we should just jump right into it. And the first thing is the roadmap calendar. Brad, why don't you walk us through what we're looking at coming up for launch and beyond?
For sure. We are still in the wee hours of the early access. It's bled in from September into October. So you currently need an early access code to get in and play as a captain. But starting October 7th for open beta launch, we'll be including every streamer above a couple hundred followers will be able to jump in, lead battles with their viewers, and get into the fray. So that starts October 7th. We have Odyssey, our limited time event, which we'll be announcing the date for in a few minutes. And then the other part of October is we have the 30K launch tournament, the versus tournament, community versus community. Who's the strongest chat on Twitch? We're about to find out. To get qualified for that, we have 2 versus qualifiers to that invitational tournament. So we'll talk more about that in a few minutes as well. And then leading into November, we have a new event. We're not going to tell you too much about it, but there's some more exciting stuff to come in Streamlandia. And then we have streamer spells we're working on, quests we're working on, and a bunch of other features that'll be coming out too. So a lot of cool stuff to come. And yeah, pretty hyped for launch. We're getting pretty excited.
The next, oh man, this next thing is Stream Raiders ambassadors, launch ambassadors. So with launch, we're going to be partnering. Thank you, SC Carmond, for those gifted subs there. With launch, we're going to be partnering with some really, really, really great captains who've been with us mostly for a very long time, have supported the game for a really long time. And with that, what we want to do is we want to give newcomers to the community a place on Twitch to go and ask questions and interact. And yeah, we've picked these captains, and there'll be a few more probably added to this, and we'll look for 24/7 around the clock coverage for the first couple days after the launch, to have these captains in place as a place that new players and streamers can go and hang out and just kind of get a feel for the game. So we want you guys to go and hang out in there too, and just kind of welcome new people to the community. We want to make it just a great experience for everyone who's coming. So these captains will be playing Stream Raiders. They'll be listed under the Stream Raiders category, and yeah, it'll just be a great place to pop in. And with that, we're going to be giving these Stream Raiders ambassadors these exclusive skins to give away. The only place to get these skins will be on their stream during their ambassador slots. So right here, you've got on the left the Future Musketeer, very cool Musketeer, shoots pink flames out of her blaster, and then you've got the Super Warrior, an interesting superhero man who likes to punch people to death. So yeah, these skins, I'm really excited about how they turned out. They're really awesome, and again, the only place to get these skins for the days following launch will be in these ambassador streams. Again, there'll be a few more, and we'll make an official announcement of the full roster leading up to it. But yeah, go in there, hang out, say hey to these awesome captains, drop units in their battle, and then just support new players that are showing up and asking questions. That we want to turn into just basically a big welcoming committee for everyone who's coming to Stream Raiders for the first time. We did a survey with a bunch of our captains who took the time to give us their feedback. And Brad, what came of it?
Yeah. This is something new that we're trying out, which I'm really excited about, because the whole reason that we're building Stream Raiders and games at Stream Captain is to make cool experiences for streamers to play with their viewers, to give streamers more ways to engage their communities, to give viewers more ways to get involved and be a part of the content and be a part of the community and hang out and play together. So this is one of the ways that we want to try and make sure that we're listening to streamer feedback and helping streamers with their goals and fitting in with their channels and their content. So this is our first ever formal survey. We've obviously been in closed alpha and beta for a long time, talking to streamers, watching streamers, playing with streamers, but we want to also do something that we can send out regularly to get feedback from a bunch of streamers all at once, in addition to continuing to do that individual feedback. So yeah, so this is our first survey. We asked a bunch of questions. Thanks to all the captains who filled out a survey. If you didn't yet, check out in the captain's channel in Discord the survey. We'd love for you to fill it out and give us feedback. We had some awesome feedback already. A couple of highlights. We got 4.1 average out of 5 of streamers saying that it was helping with engaging their community, which is obviously the goal. So that was really awesome to see, and also to hear people who felt like we could do more there, so we can figure out other ways to help engage the community. And then for affiliates and partners, it was really cool to see already that half of our affiliates and partners are making more than 10% of their revenue from stream raiders, and about 20%, 1/5 of them make over a third of their revenue from stream raiders. So that was super exciting. I think one of the things that we're really looking at as we launch and kind of move into the future and launch more games is, are there more ways we can help streamers to create another revenue stream, so that some of the games that they're playing are also some of the ways that they're getting support from the community and able to continue streaming either as a side thing or full time. So those are really exciting pieces of feedback for us to get. And we also just had a space for streamers to tell us what we can do better to help them. We got a ton of great feedback. We're still going through it actually, because I think we have like almost a couple hundred responses.
Yep.
So definitely, if you are a captain and you didn't fill it out, we'd love to have your feedback involved, and we'll probably keep sending them out every month or two to make sure we're continuing to hear how we can help streamers and make the experience better for captains.
Yeah, thank you to everyone for taking the time to take it. I sent it out and checked it the next day and was like, oh, we'll have like 30 responses or something like that. And there was 120 responses. So we really appreciate y'all taking the time. It's a quick survey, but obviously your time's valuable. So just letting us know how we're doing and how you're enjoying the game and what you want to see different really helps us a lot.
We now have Mobile Lite working on browsers, streamraiders.com, on your Android or iOS device. You don't need to go to the App Store. You just go to streamraiders.com. The team's been working their butts off for the last few months to get the game ready for mobile, and it's going great. I think we've gotten a ton of amazing feedback from our mobile alpha testers, and through our soft launch last week, where we just told people in Discord, we've already gotten a lot of positive feedback and a lot of things we can improve. And yeah, some fixes and improvements that we are already working on or prioritizing based off that feedback. So if you have any bugs with mobile, you can click on your profile name and there's a report bug option there, which passes through your device details to help us figure out how to fix it, because there's a million different devices and browsers. So that's helpful to us to improve the experience. And yeah, we have a bunch of more stuff we're adding. We have skins. Actually, we have a couple of slides on this. But yeah, if you aren't already checking it out and you want to check it out, you can add it to your home screen on iOS or Android by following these steps. On iOS, you can do a little up arrow thing and hit add to home screen. And in Android, it should just be an auto prompt, and then it's added to your home screen just like an app, but it's in the browser. And that's really important because it means we don't have to wait for Apple to make updates. We can fix bugs and make content pushes quicker. It also means we don't have to pay 30% of our revenue to Apple and to Google, which is more money in the streamers' pockets as well, and gives us a better way to support streamers. So those are the two big reasons why we decided to do the progressive web app, the browser-based app, speed and more money for streamers. Cool. So yeah, Battle Pass is now out, which will go live with the next event. And then we're still working on some skin equipping and gifting stuff and some other rewards pop-ups and leaderboards and a few other things. So there's more to come with mobile. If you have feedback, hashtag feedback in Discord, we'd love to hear it. Yeah, I think in the next couple of weeks we plan to have everything with skins. We haven't done equipping, gifting, or purchasing quite yet on mobile, but we're getting there.
It's coming. Stacking is very, very, very close. Brad, why don't you tell us what's going on with stacking?
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with stacking from the last couple of dev streams, we talked a little bit about it. It's a feature that we're building specifically to help streamers with really big armies and the viewers playing in those armies to be able to continue placing without the game exploding from being too many units on the field or harder to perform and having less impact for each unit. So the way that works is we have a cap now of actually not 1,000. I think it's going to be 2,000 to start units on each battlefield. That's the max that you can place out on the field. And once you hit that point of the max 2,000 out of 2,000, stacking's enabled. So anyone who doesn't get to that many units won't even interface with this feature. It's really for really large armies and streamers. But it lets viewers start stacking units onto units of the same type instead of placing them out onto the battlefield. Each unit that you drop and stack onto another unit increases their stars by 1, going from bronze 1 up to gold 3. And each incremental star makes that unit better. So it's basically a way to power up the units on the battlefield. And the people who stack on a unit get all the perks from that unit. So they get all the kills and assists from that unit. And if they kill a chest, they also get that benefit. So yeah, it basically allows people to keep playing even as armies get really big.
So the first unit placed will be the skin that displays, but if you click on that unit, you can see in the info all the units that were stacked on that unit, and it will show the usernames of the people stacked and their skins. So like one layer deeper is where you'd be able to see all the skins that were stacked on that unit. It's actually a pretty cool interface.
The initial unit that's placed does have pertinence to the stars on it, and each subsequent unit only adds 1 star. And if you stack an epic unit, it adds 2 stars.
Oh, this skin was really fantastic. It was a thank you to the people who helped us test mobile when it was in alpha, and it's the mobile tester warrior. And I was like, make a mobile phone with the warrior skin on it, with the warrior face, but it looks like he's wearing the mobile phone, which is actually even better, I think. It's just, that skin's amazing. Oh, this is a great one. Curly Q warrior, looking very much like Jason. I like it. I like it. Time to get this battle ripping. Let's go. All right, it's a defensive zone. So our units are going to move in on their units. The enemy units are holding position in the defensive zone. Holding the top of the leaderboard with 5 kills and 24 assists. Midnight Maniac with 13 kills. Boom. And that's it. Giving out the rewards. Moving on to the next node, and we'll get back to the action. Loyalty. And Brad, let us know what's going on with Loyalty and when we can expect to see it.
Loyalty V2, we talked about the last couple streams. So the goal of the loyalty system is to reward viewers who are loyal to certain captains, who play with them over the course of an event more often. So we've been doing a couple of versions and got some great feedback. The system didn't quite work the way we wanted it to the first time out. So we took that feedback and have made some big changes that it's going live today. So the way loyalty is going to work moving forward is each time you battle with a captain, we track your wins with that captain. So you'll actually see on the little captain card in Captain Select or on your battle slots page, this little icon and how many wins you have with that captain this event. Each win you get increases that counter by 1. When you get to 15 wins, you'll turn into silver loyalty for that event. And when you get to 60 wins, you'll turn into gold loyalty for that event. Wins only count during PvE, not PvP content, because it's so much quicker. So wins only count during PvE content. And you don't lose wins except for at the beginning of each event, they reset. And so the rewards you get are an additional slot is unlocked in the bonus chests. There are 4 types of bonus chests in the game. And when you get to one of those bonus chests as a captain and you play with that captain as a viewer, you earn that loyalty boosted chest. And the amount of slots in the chest is based on how many slots you've unlocked with that captain. We've tuned it such that the first slot only is about as good as like a normal gold chest-ish. So it's still a really good reward, but obviously it's not as good as if you're actually loyal to that captain for a continuous amount of time. So basically, the more you play with a streamer, the more you'll unlock these loyalty slots, and then each subsequent slot makes those chests way more valuable. So basically, once you get to silver, you have a chest that's worth basically like 2 times as much as a regular gold chest, and when you get to gold, it's almost 3 times as much. Is roughly the idea behind it.
Odyssey starts on Monday, October 5th. And I had to think of it for just a second, but that is this Monday. That's just on the other side of this weekend.
Very soon. It's a little scary to see that on the screen because that is not very long from now.
Yeah.
Odyssey, our launch event, it's a freaking enormous event. It's the biggest event we've done to date. It's amazing. We're going to tell you all about it. It's coming up on Monday, 2 days before the open beta. So everyone get in there and make sure everything's working and not broken so we can fix it before, the whole world sees it. That's your jobs for Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. It's like one of the coolest events we've done because it's so enormous. We'll talk more about it, but I don't want to steal the thunder.
We'll get into all the information on Odyssey and what you can expect to see with that event after this short commercial for Stream Raiders
Odyssey
open beta launch.
Don't forget to remove our cams.
Yep.
The world premiere of the Stream Raiders trailer.
coming around the backside. We're taking them out slowly but surely.
Briar going on in on the Big Daddy. Left side has been eliminated already. Big Daddy is gone.
But hit once, one time, bam! Take them all out! Take them all out, baby!
Chad, you did it!
Chat.
Why does the flag bearer not attack at the end? It's because it's a butter knife. But now he does attack with the butter knife. He only deals 1 damage. Cool. Yeah. So that's our launch trailer, taking people into the world of Streamlandia, introducing them to Odyssey, our first campaign after open beta launch. Odyssey takes you through Streamlandia, through 11 chapters of content, different biomes, all of the different places that have been explored via Streamlandia to date. You'll be going through those chapters. It's the biggest event to date because it's got so many different biomes and so many different mechanics and creatures. For people who played in the alpha and beta, you'll recognize a lot of these mechanics. All the maps are newly generated, so there's a bunch of new changes and improvements made, and there's a bunch of new enemies and bosses, but it's pulling from basically the best of what we've done so far. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing event. It really is a cool journey through a bunch of different mechanics and tactics and content. Absolutely. Lots of meta shifting every chapter.
Yeah, there's going to be it's going to be challenging for people who are coming in for the first time, who haven't had a chance to explore all this, and it'll be cool to see people go to their communities and say, hey, like this is a good tactic for this type of map. I think there'll be a lot of help going on in the community, which is going to be great to see.
Cool. All right, let's talk more about Odyssey. So
so here's a ton of the enemies that are in Odyssey. We're on the next slide now. I mean, you've got the werewolf from back in one of our first event. I love that werewolf. That's the first epic skin we ever did too. And then you've got the baddies from the magma event. Wow. And the vat guys you were just talking about, Brad, those crazy, I think they're archers, right? Then they like basically, if you don't destroy the vats, they come out and they're just like super powered.
They're vicious. Yeah. There's a ton of enemies. Yeah, I feel like some of our alpha and beta players might have a little bit of Stream Raiders PTSD from some of these enemies. So hopefully you'll enjoy crushing them this time around. And I do have a really important announcement, unscheduled, but just verified to me personally by someone who knows what he's talking about. You can quote me on this and yell at me if I get it wrong, no goblin tossers in all of Odyssey. Somehow, all of Streamlandia, you go through every nook and cranny of Streamlandia, and you somehow are able to dodge and avoid every goblin tosser.
What if Odyssey was no goblin tossers because they all went to whatever the next event is, and the next event is just all goblin tossers?
Yeah, it's called Goblin Tosser. It's just like that's just every map is Goblin Tosser.
These bosses.
Yeah, we did add some pretty awesome new bosses to a bunch of the biomes. So some new mechanics, new bosses, and new levels for them. Mostly to keep things interesting for our existing captains who have played through a lot of these events before. So there's new bosses and metas to learn and slay there.
This spider with like the venom dripping from its mouth, is it rolling when it moves? I think it rolls.
Does it? I don't know if I've seen it. No, it's just walking. But it looks freaking scary.
Yeah, it's really frightening. You'll be able to get some of these battle pass skins. Centurion up at the top, a progression Centurion, so bronze, silver, and diamond, just a diamond with the beautiful like blue and purple colors. We're gonna have a flag bearer on this battle pass as well. One of the later rewards from the battle pass, your epic transformer heroic archer, 45 potions plus this skin that turns into this big boy here over on the right hand side.
I love that skin. That's one of the coolest skins.
The Versus 30K launch tournament. But yeah, the October 10th is going to be the first qualifying event, the first of 2 qualifying events to become a part of this 30K launch tournament. Brad, would you like to bring us through the details here on how the tournament's going to be structured?
Stream Raiders is a casual competitive esport played by the sharpest minds on all of Twitch. Community versus community. Streamers lead their viewers into battle against other streamers. It is esports ready. It's been verified by the official esports organizations. And yeah, so the Versus tournament is on 10/28. I got that right, Thomas?
10/28 is the actual tournament. Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
So the tournament is on 10/28. It's an invitational tournament where we're going to have about 50 participants playing. We're going to do something new this time, which is 2 weight classes. We're going to have, depending on how many invites we get of each size participants, we're going to draw the line at a certain level of participants and create 2 pools of players. That way, we're not having people competing for the same prizes who are very, very different sizes. So that's how the structure is going to work a little different this time, because we're in open launch and we're going to have a bunch of streamers of all sizes playing. And the invitational part, we have 2 qualifying events where captains can play with their communities and get a chance to qualify into this versus 30K tournament. Those events will be PvP events on 10:10 and 10:20. Each event lasts about 24 hours, so it'll be the 10th and 11th Pacific time and the 20th and 21st Pacific time. And each win that you get with 10 participants gives you a ticket into the qualification drawing. We'll do a qualifier drawing after each event, and we'll have 10 qualifiers from the event, the PvP events drawn after each event. So that's your best way to get into the tournament.
It's a lot to cover, and we'll of course get this all posted up in the tournament channel, which doesn't exist right now because there's no tournament, but I'll bring the tournament channel back with all the details on that, so everyone will know what they're getting themselves into there.
TLDR is get in there, kick butt against other captains, streamer versus streamer, have fun, casually competitive esport, and keep up the positive vibes that lets us keep doing these tournaments, and we'll keep doing them.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
And thank you all for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. And we love hanging out with you. And thanks for making our community awesome.
We'll see you guys next week.
Go check out the launch trailer.
Check out the launch trailer
On YouTube.
Get ready for the ambassadors. Get ready for launch. That's it. Later.